There's something called Parkinson's law, which states that humans will take as much time as they give themselves to achieve a goal. So let's say you can lose 20 pounds in 3 months, but you give yourself 6 months. Chances are you're gonna take the whole 6 months to lose the weight. Same with like small tasks and things that you want to accomplish. If you put down a goal list or you have a to-do list, you're like, oh, I'm gonna complete this stuff by the end of the week, and you could actually complete it in 2 days, chances are you're gonna procrastinate and take as much time as you need to just get it done by the end of the week. So understanding this, make sure that those timelines you set create urgency. This is the whole reason we create deadlines. That timeline that you set on your goals needs to get the best out of you every day. Welcome back to another episode of the Unstoppable Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Crane. And we're right around the beginning of a new year, you guys. Today's actually December 30th. You might be watching this and it's 2026. And so have you ever heard people go, new year, new me, right? People are setting New Year's resolutions. They have goals. They're excited to make a change. Most people that set New Year's resolutions don't change. Like new year, new me, it doesn't happen. It's new year, same me, same habits, same bullshit. 80% of people quit their New Year's resolutions by February. That means less than 30 days. And I want to break down with you why that happens and what you need to do to make 2026 the year where you commit and actually achieve your goals, where you don't set New Year's resolutions that fail, where you set concrete goals that you achieve. There's a big difference between what the mainstream does to pursue goals and what high achievers and people that actually get results do, okay? So the first thing you have to recognize is during the first of the year, when everyone's talking about New Year's resolutions, there's excitement, there's a buzz in the air. People are motivated, they're intoxicated by the energy. Same thing happens when people go to events or they watch a clip online. They're like, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna get fit, I'm gonna build $1 billion business, right? They're all excited. And then when that feeling wears off, they're met with reality. And the reality of it is you have the wrong mindset, the wrong habits. You don't have structure. You don't have accountability. Your friends are losers. Like there's all these variables that you got to change, right? The people that you're around just aren't the right people. There's so much that you have to consider. So the first thing I want to touch on is, there's going to be all this buzz and excitement. It's going to wear off. That's when the real work starts, okay? And the first thing you have to recognize is this isn't about you achieving goals. It's about you transforming your identity. Anytime you want to get new results in life, there has to be an evolution of your own identity. Meaning, in the midst of those goals, on that journey, you have to start to feel and identify as a different version of yourself, a better version of yourself. A man or woman with new habits, a man or woman with a different mindset, different self-talk, different friend groups. Like your daily actions and the things you do are different. Maybe you don't scroll as much, you don't watch as much TV, you don't eat the same foods, like you don't drink. Things have to actually change. So the first step is recognizing that things have to change, and they have to change for a long period of time before you really feel like you're a different person. And I just want to paint that picture for you because the whole goal here is a shift in your identity. When you shift your identity, you're not going to yo-yo diet. You're not going to have to set New Year's resolutions next year that are the same New Year's resolutions you set last year. Like you're going to continue to build upon that momentum you've created. So what we're after here is an identity shift. You really have to think about who is the man or woman that I want to become that can accomplish those things. How is that man or woman different? Like what do they do? What do they not do? The mindset is so important, okay? But the next thing you need after that, just recognizing that, okay? The first thing you actually have to do is set clear goals. If you say, I just want to be healthier for 2026, I just want to lose weight. That's a vague goal. Your brain can't recognize what that goal actually means, and you're not going to have focus. You need a goal that is clear, it's concise, and there's a timeline attached to it. I'm going to lose 25 pounds by June 1st. That's a clear goal. We know what amount of weight you want to lose, and we know when you want to lose it by, okay? And you can apply that to saving money, making money. I want to have 2 new relationships with people that are goal-oriented and entrepreneurs by June 1st. Like that's another goal with detail that has a timeline. And you can apply this to any goals that you set for yourself. Make sure there's detail and make sure there's a timeline that you're aiming for. There's something called Parkinson's law, which states that humans will take as much time as they give themselves to achieve a goal. So let's say you can lose 20 pounds in 3 months, but you give yourself 6 months. Chances are you're going to take the whole 6 months to lose the weight. Same with like small tasks and things that you want to accomplish. If you put down a goal list or you have a to-do list, and you're like, oh, I'm going to complete this stuff by the end of the week, and you could actually complete it in 2 days, chances are you're going to procrastinate and take as much time as you need to just get it done by the end of the week. So understanding this, make sure that those timelines you set create urgency. This is the whole reason we create deadlines. That timeline that you set on your goals needs to get the best out of you every day. I want you waking up in the morning excited. Like that's where the excitement and the inspiration comes from. It's having a meaningful goal with detail, a goal that's important to you to achieve, and you don't feel like you have enough time to do it, or you know that you can't waste time or procrastinate. A lot of people, when they set goals, they give themselves too much time. I want you to do the opposite. Whatever that initial date is that pops in your mind, cut it in half and get to work. Second thing you need if you want to achieve goals in 2026 is structure. Most people do not have a good plan when they start, and that's why they fail. The best way that you could set yourself up for success after you create concise goals with a timeline is having some type of plan or structure to follow. I like to use Google Calendar. Okay, I use Google Calendar to map out all my days. If I pulled open my phone and I showed you what I'm doing, in 3 Thursdays from now, my whole day would already be mapped out. That's efficiency. Okay, that's being intentional. When I have that stuff mapped out on my calendar and I know what my day looks like before I even get into the day, I'm much more likely to accomplish what I said I was going to do because it's there on my calendar. I'm holding myself accountable and I have structure that's going to enable me to do what I got to do. A lot of people, they don't do that. Okay, another way that we provide structure for our clients in my company, Unstoppable 365, is we use an app. So every day our clients have workouts they do, nutrition coaching, habits they're forming like drink water, read books, take supplements, whatever they want to achieve. Each and every day, they have these things mapped out on the app and they got to check those boxes and log in the metrics as they go through a workout or as they eat their meals. This is efficiency. This is structure, right? And this leads to my third point, which most people don't have this, and it's why they fall off over time. My clients have accountability. Everybody needs accountability. I have coaches I work with. I have mentors that I've hired through the years because when people are holding you accountable and checking in on you, you're going to give more effort and you're less likely to quit when you know that somebody is going to be checking in on you and you hired them or you're going to the gym to work out with them or you told them about your goals, right? There's a level of accountability that's going to keep you in line and on track. Those are the 3 things that you need to implement in 2026 if you don't want to be one of these people that set New Year's resolutions and fall off by February. If you want to be part of the small percentage of people that actually achieve the goals they set, you need to have clear, concise goals with a timeline that creates urgency. You need to have structure so that you have a system that you can operate off each and every day that guarantees you're going to get results as long as you stay consistent. And number 3, you need accountability and support because when we have people pushing us, we have people checking in on us, we're going to give that much more effort over time and we're going to get better results.